Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week's cosmic guidance for the week of August 15th through until the 21st. So I'm going to give a day-by-day breakdown of the energies from an Akashic Records perspective. So sharing channel guidance from that space, as well as looking at the planetary shifts. And I always like to support you in manifesting with this energy in the highest timeline possible for your life and for your business. So before I go into a day-by-day breakdown, I want to share the context that we are stepping into this week. A little bit of background because there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot of energetic shifts. August is a month of major shifts and major transformation. So we are just coming out of the Lionsgate portal, and the Lionsgate portal is such a potent time for manifestation. It's where we are reminded of our full creative power, our connection with higher realms of consciousness. And it is this transformational journey of stripping away anything that isn't a match to who we really are at our core. So each of us has a unique soul blueprint, a unique energetic signature. And then as we go through life, we can take on these roles, these identities, these titles that are actually not a match to who we really are. And the Lion's Gate is that opportunity to strip that away, come back to your soul's truth. And from that space, you are unstoppable. From that space, you will create amazing things. So now that we are out of that cosmic alignment, and again, just a little bit of background, that Lionsgate portal is that alignment between our spiritual sun, the star Sirius, and the Orion's belt. So there's so many codes we're receiving from that energy, that alignment alone. And it happens when the sun is in Leo, which brings a lot of activations and upgrades to our heart chakra, our heart space. So now that we are closing that Lionsgate portal, it really closed with the full moon in Aquarius. It's the time to actualize those intentions and those manifestations that were set during that time. So it doesn't mean that now you are a less powerful creator or manifester simply because that cosmic alignment is no longer in effect. Now is the time where you look at, okay, these were my intentions. This is what I committed to. This is what I was reminded of, my true power, my true potential. Now it's time to move forward with those manifestations. So another thing I want to mention here is Jupiter is currently retrograde as well. Jupiter is the planet of luck, the planet of expansion. And when it retrogrades, we really get to take a look at how we create this idea of luck. How do you create your own luck in your life instead of seeing that as something external to you? And the same goes with abundance. When we get really good at generating that feeling of abundance internally, then the external world begins to reflect that back to us. But too often we get it backwards. We think I'll feel abundant when I have a high cash month in my business, when I meet my next goal. But there's always a next and a next and a next. And it's like, yeah, all those things you get to have, you will have, and you'll create them a lot faster when you know how to generate and embody that frequency of abundance within you. And then, of course, as well, the financial abundance is just one aspect of abundance. So, whatever you can look at in your life right now where you do feel that energy of overflow is good to support you in generating that feeling, right? Like one of my favorite ways is to walk out in nature. Anytime I'm in nature, anytime I spend time by the lake, the ocean, I'm reminded that that is my true nature of abundance and overflow. And we can align with that frequency and anchor it into our reality and experience abundance in all the ways that we desire in our life. That is our birthright, and that is a choice we get to make, and the universe will co-create that with us. Okay, so let's dive in here. Day by day breakdown. I got a little bit of a different setup today. So I have my charts pulled up behind me. If you see me looking over there, peeking at the charts for the week. Okay, one other cosmic alignment I actually want to mention that's very significant as we go into this week is Jupiter is trining Venus as well. This is really good for romance. This is also just a very magnetic energy. I'll often talk to my clients about this. It's like that magnetic energy is what attracts clients to you. It's not about finding clients, it's about magnetizing clients. And each of us are magnetic when we are aligned with our divine soul blueprint. So that trine aspect that really we're experiencing throughout the course of the week is a very magnetic energy. And it's also about self-expression as well. And if you're looking for romance, it's really good for romance or just spicing things up in your relationship as well. So we begin the week Monday the 15th with the moon in Aries. So this is a beautiful energy to begin the week with because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it really is this boost of let's go, let's do this. It's a pioneering energy of, okay, I'm not going to wait, I'm going to dive in. Sometimes we overthink things and we overanalyze, and then we slow down our progress instead of just looking at, let me do this, let's dive in. And Aries is really good for that. It's like, okay, let me just dive in, let me say yes, and I'll figure out the details later. So following the Lion's Gate and the full moon, it's a very good energy to have to continue in that momentum. The moon's also going to conjunct Jupiter. So we're really feeling that expansiveness, that joy. It's a very fun energy this week. Very, very playful, especially Monday and Tuesday with the moon in Aries, the sun in Leo. It's amazing. Now, the moon will conjunct Chiron as well. So we can have this, we can be aware of some of the insecurities we may have as we move forward with the goals that we have, the intentions that we've set, the things we desire to create, however you see that in your mind. I know some people don't like that term, goal setting. That's fine. I just simply see it as like that manifestational process of what you desire to bring from the energetic into the physical. What do you desire to co-create at this time? So as it conjuncts Chiron, which is also in Aries right now, some of those insecurities can come up. So this is a reminder coming through from the records that we all have those doubts. We all have those fears. We just can't allow them to hold us back. It's okay that like we can feel fear and we can still take action, and we can work on coming into alignment as we take that action. It doesn't mean we have to stay in fear either. I do believe we can transcend that, and we don't want to wait around until there's no more fear before we take action. We don't want to wait around until there's no more doubts before we take action. We can move alongside it. We can have doubts. We can experience fears, and you can still say yes, yes to visibility, yes to following your dreams, yes to aligning to your highest path. So good energy for that on Monday. On Tuesday, the moon will trine the sun in Leo. I love that. So definitely that playful energy, that creative energy, that energy of self-expression, that looking at how can you shine your light a little bit brighter? Where are you dimming your light? How can you fully stand in your power at this time? And this is relevant for all of us, wherever we are. Sometimes we see other people that may be showing up all the time. We see them on video, we see them on social media all the time, and we think they no longer have those fears. They no longer have those doubts. But each of us, again, we have those doubts and fears. Just don't let it hold you back. And wherever you are, there's always room to move into a new level of visibility, a new level of authentic self-expression. And I feel the energies on Tuesday speak to that strongly. For sure. And the moon's going to square Pluto too. The message I'm receiving from the Akashic realm around that is looking at the inner transformation that's happening in your life. So I keep hearing the message, it's all about the being, the doing will follow. All about the being, the doing will follow. So often we worry about like just taking the right action, getting the right habits in place, and all of that, of course, important. But if we look at who we are being, the actions will naturally follow that. The doing will follow who we are being. So that's really an energy coming in here on Tuesday, as well as looking at how you are called to transform as you step into this new chapter that's been activated with the Lion's Gate. It will require transformation. It will require a new mindset. Will require showing up in a new way. And that's where we have to get our human self on board with that, with the changes. Now, on Wednesday, the energy shifts as the moon moves into Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus. So Monday, Tuesday, that Aries boost of energy. Wednesday, the moon in Taurus, we want to more relax. We may not feel as compelled into action on Wednesday. It's like we feel like we're integrating a lot, we're processing a lot, and we just have to let it settle, which is very important as well. Now, just seeing what else here with these charts. On Thursday, the moon is still in Taurus, but the vibe changes because the moon in Taurus is going to meet up with Uranus in the North Node. So the message I'm receiving for Thursday is that something's going to happen that disrupts your regular routine. So you have this standard routine that you're used to, and something happens that disrupts it on Thursday, but in a good way, because the North Node is there. And when we get so stuck in our routine, there's a level of comfort there. It can even really be serving us. But then there's also the side of us that craves adventure and novelty and knows that new adventures await us outside of that routine. So I think something's going to happen, or you're just going to feel the call to shake things up on Thursday to bring about a new result. But it is going to be very aligned to your path and purpose. So we got that energy there. Oh, I don't know what happened to my charts. 1 second here. I'm going to see if I can pull it back up on my computer. Sorry about that. I am back. Let's realign the camera. Let's keep going. Let's keep rolling. Okay, so as we move into Friday here, it's still going to have the moon in Taurus on Friday as well. It's going to move through and conjunct Mars, but then the main energy on Friday is the moon's actually going to move into Gemini, and we're starting to feel a little bit of a Gemini boost here. And you'll see on Saturday Mars moves in there as well. So a moon in Gemini is that playful, fun, creative energy. So I think as we go into the weekend, there's going to be another energetic shift here, which is very good for socializing. And Saturday, Mars moves into Gemini. We definitely feel that. So Mars is our life force energy. It's our drive, it's our ambition, it's our motivation. In your birth chart, when you study the placement of Mars, you really get a sense of how you manifest. Your energy level, right? Like some people dive in right away fearlessly. Other people have to collect the facts and the data and then they take action. Like there's so many different ways that we work with energy, and Mars can really reveal that for you. It's so helpful to know in terms of expanding your spiritual business as well. It's like what that energy level looks like for you in that highest timeline. So collectively, as Mars makes its way into Gemini, we are really ready to like implement and run with the ideas that have been coming in and even getting new ones. Like Gemini is all about ideas, and it's about sharing our ideas. It's about teaching as well. Like you have a journey within you to share. As light workers, we have so much wisdom to share, not just from our journey this lifetime, but the wisdom we hold within us. Journeys throughout other lifetimes in other realms. Like there's so much we have to share. And this Mars in Gemini is going to fuel that. It's going to fuel that. You're going to be ready to share your wisdom, share your knowledge. And you'll also be more in a receptive space. Mars in Gemini opens us up to hearing other people's perspective, to receiving other people's knowledge. It's like we become less stubbornly attached to our belief system, and we become more open to some people see things in other ways, and I'm just going to be open to that as well. I'm going to be open to learning, and that's so important for obvious reasons. Okay, and it's also going to have an extended stay there. So Mars is going to retrograde end of October. Of course, I'll talk about that as we get closer to that, what that represents for our energy levels and such. But it is going to be an extended stay in Gemini, which is quite significant as well. So on Sunday, we have the moon in Gemini trining Saturn. Saturn always brings in structure. Saturn brings in a sense of discipline. So this is great for like taking those ideas and creating a plan, which is key for that forward momentum. And the Gemini archetype isn't always good at that in and of itself. Like it's good at having the idea, sharing the idea, but not necessarily bringing a sense of structure to it. Of course, having that discipline and structure is like that masculine foundation that is really needed though for our projects, our work, our message to get out into the world. We have to package it in some way and sell it and share it. Like all of that is the structure that Saturn really helps with on Sunday. So good energy for like taking those ideas, putting a structure behind it. Getting a sense of discipline around your ideas is what I keep hearing. It's like, okay, you have this, like, don't allow them just all these ideas or possibilities to just keep floating around as potential in the field. Begin to anchor some in and create a plan around it. So that is the energy for the week ahead. Very, very exciting energies we are playing with at this time. Thank you for joining me, for being part of this journey. Welcome to the new subscribers that came in around my Lionsgate video. It is great to have you here. If you've been on this journey with me for a while, I appreciate you. If you receive value from this video, I encourage you to share it out. We are all on this journey together, rising together at such a powerful time on the planet. So feel free to share it out if you're called. Sending you so much love. Have an incredible week, and I will see you soon. Bye.